Welcome everyone to the True T NYC. I'm your host Ashleen, aka Ashley Breathe. You may recognize me from Tea Time with the Girls. So I'm joined with two new faces. I have the beautiful
Alyssa Pariah. I'm a socialist activist, intersectional feminist, a warrior for class struggle. Let's win a fucking revolution. Okay.
You also featured on ABC.
Oh yeah, well when there was the rally to protect trans kids, they did it in front of the Stonewall a few months ago, and it was when Trump and his ilk tried to put forward getting rid of the protections for transgender children to be able to access bathrooms that they need and deserve. The community across the country, but especially in New York City at the Stonewall, did a big mobilization, and I was there with some of my comrades. I fucking went off for 5 minutes.
You went off. So we're gonna show you a clip of that, of Miss Alyssa educating the nation why trans people should be allowed to use the bathroom. So check this clip out.
What would you say is like the main misconception that people don't understand around these bills and how they affect the community?
Yeah. So I think the main misconception is based in misinformation, right? So to anyone that's listening that thinks that trans women are a threat to children or to anyone, I just hope that they know that the narrative that they're pulling from is something that is manufactured on purpose in order to demonize people, to scapegoat them, to convince more and more people that it is them, the people who have the least power in society in many cases, who are causing the kind of social degradation that they believe needs to be overturned. The idea that trans people pose some sort of threat is very malicious propaganda that is not based in facts, unless you're talking about alternative facts.
So fucking good.
That was everything.
Oh, Ashley. Okay.
So, and I'm also joined with the lovely Jada.
I'm Jada Babylon Summers. I'm Bother Cartier, legendary in the Kiki scene. I'm a really big activist into the trans right movement, and let's win this war.
Honey, and she's snatching trophies all over America. Let's take a look at some of her legendary clips.
Honey.
You ate that. Oh my God. You can teach you some of those moves, girl. All right, so we're going to get straight into it. A lot has happened in the community, and a lot of people have been speaking that are not even a part of the community. So it's time that the girls, you know, how do we feel about the things that's been going on this summer? So basically our first topic is going to be trans myths and misconceptions. So what we're going to be doing is debunking stereotypes about trans women. I know those of you who know about Lil Duval, the D-list comedian, who went on the Breakfast Club and said that if a trans woman tricked him, his 5'2" ass, that he would kill her. So what do you think about that? I mean, I have a lot to say, but I want to know what you girls think about that.
Me personally,
Are we out here tricking them?
no, not in any way whatsoever. A lot of us are really afraid of being murdered or being on the news or being subjectified to being that trans victim, when really all we were trying to do is just live life and be successful. A lot of times when guys approach me, that's the first thing I say: oh, I'm trans, get out my face. Like,
Do they get out your face?
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
No, they don't. No, you're right. Go ahead, chime in, bitch.
No, go on.
But it's true.
But it's given, you know what I'm saying? You can't help that when you look a certain way and men want a certain thing, you know.
Well, some people would, well, that's some of the misconceptions, that men don't want us because we don't have vaginas.
Right.
You know, that's.
But that's a.
What?
I just feel like, I believe a lot of men are into us strictly based because we have this extra magic wand.
Yep. Oh, there you go, right there.
Magic wand. It's magic.
So this is a cock, a penis.
She got to be.
And some trans women we have penises. And I think that there's so much shame attached to it. Like, we're not like, oh my God, you're not a woman because what do you have between your legs? And do you really think that that's what defines a woman?
No, I'm sorry. No, that's what we call gender essentialism, and some people subscribe to it. I understand, I get it. I don't agree with the central tenets of those ideas, and I hope that people can just respect that. Like, I have self-determination. I can say what I am, and if you don't believe me, if you don't believe that I am who I say I am, right? Laverne Cox always talks about that. Well, then you really just need to get out of my way. I'm gonna surround myself with people who respect me, and that's really it. And I'm not gonna waste my time trying to convince you of my basic human dignity and to make you believe that I am who I say I am. I'm gonna work on talking to people who actually respect me, and you're just gonna have to like stay where you're at.
The funniest part, I was just having a conversation on Facebook and I said the exact same thing, is that yes, this is all based on your guys' opinion of us. You don't know what we go through on a day-to-day basis to understand or to really put that classification on us as if we are men. You can't tell me that I'm a man, because here I am and I respect myself as a woman, and you will respect me as such.
Yeah, but
your opinion is your opinion, and I'm not gonna waste my time trying to belittle or change your opinions, but you will respect me as what I present myself to you.
So another misconception is that, you know, all trans women are sluts and sex workers, and we're all whores and thotties. So I mean, you know, we all have a sexual side. You know, we're sexual beings. But is it right for us to be hunted down with sexual advances? No. It's like a lot of men, when they see trans women, it's like, oh, they go crazy. It's like they automatically think of sex. So what do you think about like the over-sexualization of trans bodies? Because there's people who think that men don't we don't get it in. They don't realize that women, a lot of cis women don't understand that we are sleeping with the same men. They think that we're having sex with gay men. They don't understand that it's their husbands, their boyfriends, their baby fathers that seek trans women.
Oh my God.
And the myth is that we're seeking them. I haven't looked for dick in a while. Dick looked for me.
Yeah, Dick finds me.
Dick is constantly falling into my lap. I don't remember a time that it's been a while since I looked for Dick. Dick is just showing up my doorstep, you know? So
basically,
it's true. I mean, but they think that we're predators and that we're always trying to get it in with someone. So what do you think, Alyssa? I know you got a lot to say.
So there's so much there. So firstly, okay, so you started off and you said like they think that like we're hoes and tricks and sluts and thotties, and I want to say I love hoes and tricks and sluts and thotties. They deserve all of their basic human dignity.
I've been there.
Okay, they deserve everything, and they do not deserve sexual harassment and abuse. Okay, so like let's just be really clear about that.
Yeah.
And the way that people engage with them and other trans women who don't identify that way, don't move that way, it's disrespect across the board. And we live in a profound, disgusting rape culture, right? And that means that the ire of how we see who's deserving of a bad treatment is based in these disgusting ideas around respectability, and there is nothing that I could do, you could do, she could do, anybody could do that would warrant you to treat them with less basic human dignity that they deserve by right of birth. But that's not how our society functions. In our society, we regularly identify and stratify who deserves respect, who deserves dignity, and there are entire systems that are put in place that will make it so that we justify that. And one of the ways that shows up is by saying, well, she's got her fucking tits out, you know, her cleavage is on.
She got a dick, she's a man.
Right.
Why
All of
should
that.
I respect her? Like,
Right. So, and therefore, I don't need to respect her. And that is what needs to be abolished.
Agreed.
Definitely. So another myth is that all trans women want to have vaginas. I don't feel that way.
Me personally, yes.
Okay, so okay.
It's my whole image, or my whole, not image, but my whole idea is to be a working woman with a full everything woman. Like, not, I am in this moment in time, yes, but I feel like there's just an extra part. I just feel like there's an extra part down there that just doesn't make me comfortable. A lot of like the men I date, they touch it or they want to, you know what I'm saying, do things with it, and I don't feel comfortable with that. That's not into my. That's not what I'm into. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's not what I'm comfortable with. And so in the future, yes, I do want a vagina because I do want to take that step in my transition, but it's not going to be like for love or anything. It'll be for like myself.
Yeah, that's what it needs to be about.
It'll
All
be
right,
just for myself because.
Yes, for self.
Yeah, even though I want to have a child, I want to give birth to my own child, but I can't. So my whole thing about me is just being comfortable with what I see in the mirror, and
It's true.
Yeah.
But what about you, Alyssa?
Okay, now like my dysphoria has lessened a lot. Any psychiatrist, psychologist, gender specialist knows that while gender identity disorder or gender dysphoria is a problem that some people face, they know that the cure for it is transitioning. And transitioning means different things to different people.
Yeah.
So while I have undergone various procedures to correct things about my body that made me feel dysphoric, and I plan to do more, I am able to at least face the day without sort of wanting to throw myself off of the fucking roof, right? So like I'm at a point now that it's not the center of all of my depression and anxiety is you know, around my body. Yes, there are still things that I want to do to make me feel better, but luckily I've been able to get to a point that's not like the center of my anguish.
But in contrast, I don't remember.
No.
But I've met a lot of trans women who don't necessarily want any surgeries, who don't want to.
Well, I don't want the sex change, but I agree with you about, you know, other modifications to feminize.
I know sisters that don't want breast, hip, or they feel like they were born in a okay, fine enough body for them to just moan and transition and live their life as the woman that they chose to be, or the person that they chose to be. Which I agree with that. I can't disagree and tell you that, oh, your transition is less significant because you don't have any surgeries. And that's one thing that I really wish a lot of like trans women would get out of their heads, is that to compete with us, you have to get more surgeries and you have to do this and you have to do that. No, everybody's in their own lane. Everybody's in their own race. Yeah. And you should love your own body as for you, not for anyone else, not
body
for the scene, not for a man, not for the girls, not for escorting, not for anything. You should want to do the things that to your body to make you happy. And if that's not getting surgeries, then
so naturally, my family, all my you know aunts and all the women in my family have big, you know, double D's and stuff. So when I moaned, I've always been thick, so you know they grew in a nice little C cup, natural. Yeah. So you both had implants.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much.
Oh, okay.
It just became that kind of show. Okay.
All right,
honey, they're gonna read. Okay.
They're
perpetuating sexual stereotypes.
Cut that part out. I think I had a nip flash. No, I think I had a nipple moment.
What about when I did yours?
I paid it.
It's sexual harassment.
I never had yours.
No. I want
Lovely.
This is just
moans.
Can I see?
Yeah, squeeze it. Girl, bang that shit.
The boys live.
They swell up a lot, but
they do. But that's.
But I want that full. You know, that's like that Kim K.
Or when you do get your bangs, they're gonna sit like.
I want to be like. I want to be like this.
That's right.
I want to walk into places like, bitch, what? Like I got two fucking grenades. You can see what Pamela Anderson and Barbarella just come in and walk in. I want my tits to shoot at them and like boom, boom.
Oh God. Okay.
But
I support you.
Thank you. Yeah. But I feel like, but I'm not rushing to get it. A lot of girls feel like, well, girl, girl, I don't know why you wait. You should get your bags. I'm like, you know, everyone has their role. Like,
everybody has their own time. You know what I'm saying?
And everyone knows what they need, because some people they have more things that they want to work towards getting.
People judge me because I got mine within the first 2 years of my transition.
And what is the judgment? Like what?
Is you waited, like you should have waited longer. You are a popcorn training. You are trying to compete. You did this for the scene.
These are the girls in the ballroom scene?
These are people in general, outside and inside. And I just wanted the world to know that I did this out of my own satisfaction, because
it's your body,
it's
your
my
coin.
body. I had the money to do it, and I did it.
Yeah,
I know that's right. That's just fucked up though, with what we do to each other.
We learned this from everywhere that we see. From history, they were judging the slaves, so they raped and beat them, following it down. So white people are judging black people. Now it's a revolution. Now everyone is judging gay people. Now gay people are judging trans people. It's all a big cycle. It's a repetitive learn cycle, and it's sad that we all have to live in this.
Talk about it.
Get you together.
God,
it's sad that we,
I'm
we do have. I'm here with you.
Okay.
No, it's really sad that we do have to like live in this repeated pattern. But aspiring to be great is the best thing that you do.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I wore this before to the latex ball when I was on my way home. I got out of the Uber and thank you.
Yeah.
It was like $30 at a little store.
I love it. It's cute.
But no, yeah, so I'm getting out of the cab, and you know, I take my heels off. I still got on this tight skirt, this nice, boobs out, hair.
Give it effects.
Yes, but I'm trying to get into my house, and this guy's like, oh, like, because I'm walking with someone else with me, and he's like, oh, like, trying to get in the middle of us and trying to stop us from, just so he can gather my attention. And I'm like, baby, I'm not outside looking like this for you. I'm outside looking like this for me. I need you to go ahead and sit down. Like, a lot of things that I want a lot of like men to realize is that we're not all sexual beings. We don't send, I don't send nudes. I don't know if y'all do, but I don't like the whole nude, send a nude.
I send after. You send first and I reply if it's worth it.
If you send it to me, I'll look at it, I'll read it, and I'll let you know how I feel, but I'm sure not going to reply. I'm sure not going to send you one back. So don't ask. You can see it in person.
Alright. Alright.
Maybe. But no, yes, I'm really sick of that, so please.
So what you were saying, people said that you were a popcorn tranny. We spoke about that in Tea Time with the Girls before, about how microwave tranny.
Yeah.
It's now they call it popcorn? Oh my god.
Popcorn, microwave.
Popcorn.
Microwave popcorn.
Good.
This is ridiculous.
Yeah, who doesn't like microwave popcorn?
But
but it's so crazy because,
I like microwave popcorn.
It brings me to another topic. It brings us to another topic, and it's something that we do in the community. We call each other something that's very hurtful. Yeah.
Oh.
This is what we do in the community. We call each other bricks, and we don't think about the effect that it has on our sisters. I know we spoke.
Yeah.
We all spoke.
Yeah.
We've all been called bricks, and it may have been in the past, but now we're here to talk about how hurtful it is to say that to our sisters or our girlfriends, because sometimes we say it out of hurt or because someone said it to us. I mean, first off, let's talk about the origins. Why do we use the word brick to call trans people who are not passable?
Because they're real brickly, real hard and solid.
So, like, you know, as you can see, the brick is very, very hard, and it has a lot of rough edges, and you know, if you ever been called a brick, know that you're not a brick. As you can see in physical form, this is a brick. You're not a brick, and you have the ability to transition and turn to a butterfly and be as beautiful as you can be. So don't ever let anyone call you a brick, because we've all been called bricks, and obviously we're all serving it. And not only trans, LGBT, the gay boys also use that word a lot too. So what do you think about the word brick? That brick. I mean, let's talk about the brick in the room.
I think the Butch Queens, the Butch Queens learned it from us. Not us necessarily, but the other older, more passable trans women that used to body or brick shame the younger trans women who may not have it all together. And the Butch Queens look at us, oh, they doing it, so I can call you a brick too.
How they're like laying it out, like displaying it.
Yeah,
like,
to get a good look at it.
Get a good look at the brick.
9 times out of 10, I've heard other trans women call someone else hard or brickly or you know what I'm saying, unpassable versus a gay guy, and then the homosexual man would just copy what he knows. This is a learned cycle.
Yeah.
Like, it's,
Well, yeah, I mean, what you had in situations like
you said cycle. It's like a cycle of abuse, like any
Yeah.
other cycle of abuse.
Yeah.
Right. So
you rape it back, not rape it forward.
You get abused. Someone talks to you like that, right? You internalize that, and then later on you find a new target and you fucking throw it up in their face, right? And the cycle of abuse continues. And I think that it's important not to necessarily always interpersonalize it, right? So it's not like she called her sister a brick, she's a fucked up person, you know, go down the list, and then we're like calling one another out, like call out culture is a fucking problem. But I think that if we're smart, what we'll do is we will do the work to eradicate the culture of abuse.
yeah,
right? Like
well, it hurts more when you're being called brick by someone that's supposed to be your sister. I mean,
Yeah.
have you been? Who has called you a brick?
You want me to like give you?
Oh yeah, story time. This is what. Yeah, bitch, spill the tea,
Well,
girl.
don't
I'm
particularly say
not-
that.
No, don't say her name.
Oh, okay,
no,
okay.
not her name.
We don't want to cause a
Yeah.
problem. We
Girl, you
just,
got that cup.
we
Fuck
just
that shit. Fuck that shit, girl.
that shit, sis.
Oh
wants me to sign
God,
contract.
no. Yeah, so for the audience,
Because there's people who would think, like, why would any of us be called bricks? So to tell this story would be powerful because we're not bricks.
yeah, we all fucking start from somewhere, right? So I have had plenty of work done, and I have been taking my moans for more than a decade. So before then, yeah, I looked late as fuck. I looked bad. Like what? Well, I thought I did.
But that's what the
I
girls
didn't-
will tell us.
I didn't. I didn't feel good about how I looked at, and they didn't like how I looked either, and they didn't make it a fucking secret. And they told me, "Bitch, you look late. You need to moan. You need to get this done. You need to get that done." Or you know what? It's very cutting. You could be lovely. If you
Yes,
did,
yes,
yeah.
yes, yes,
So
yes.
you know, like
It's like
you
this-
got potential.
Yes, it's like
That's
kind of
fucked
hurting your
up.
feelings, not really.
Backhanded.
I want to hate you, but I can't because I'm not so nice. No, like, no.
So-
I'd rather support
That's
you.
really toxic.
The complex is so real. That's why I left a lot of the.
And I'm glad that you're an
scene.
activist now, so like you
Yeah.
could just what you're saying is like there's so many people who are dealing with this right now,
Yeah.
and it's like it's ridiculous
Yeah.
because I had a girl. Well, in my situation, oh my god, it's so funny. I'm not putting names out, but I had a girlfriend,
Don't give
who
names.
every time we hung out, and I loved her, like we were like so cool. But when a man came in the situation,
Yeah.
she just flipped.
How?
Cause the guy would always say, yo red, yo thick, light skin. They would want me over her, and she was in her eyes more real. She was real. She was real.
She wanted to make.
She
it
was
feel
very,
like-
very passable. I will admit that. You know, but she did not like the fact that she thought that her realness was going to equal that she was entitled to everything and everyone. So when opportunities and things would happen for me, she would say, well, if a guy would want to talk to me, she would be like, oh, well, he likes brick.
It's because you
Learn behavior.
and not because you're a fucking superstar and that your energy makes people feel good and you. I mean, like, right? Like you're
True.
a fucking supernova. I'm telling you, if anybody ever has the opportunity to be around Ashley, like it's. All right, like. Okay, I'm not gonna like blow smoke up your ass, but like I think
I'm blushing.
I'm gonna give you your roses while you're still
Thank you.
here,
Oh my
okay?
God.
Like Miss Major says. So like, Ashley is really special, and she actually makes you feel seen and loved
Oh my God.
and welcomed. And how many of us have the capacity to do that after being abused day in and day out, years on end? Right. So I think that it's very important to note like why it is that anyone would see you, experience you, and want to be closer to you. And I'm sorry, homegirl is not a good friend, and God bless her. I hope she can heal so that she doesn't do that to more people.
Yeah, so basically, we, you know, in the community, we do that. We ridicule girls that are not that passable because we feel like, well, because sometimes someone did it to us. So I've done it to other girls too, and I'm like realizing in my head, like, bitch, you're still transitioning, because I feel like a transition is going to be forever. Like you're going from A to Z.
And Z is way down at the end. I'm the longest.
I'm like on G. I'm like H. I'm on like Q.
I'm on like
yeah, I feel like because there's so much I want to do. I feel like we should never limit someone's potential. And what you said about someone told you that you could be lovely.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking some people can't. You're strong. I'm sorry to touch you so low.
No.
You're strong because
Not that kind of show.
you're
Okay.
strong because a lot of girls would break someone. Like you could be lovely. What kind of shit is that?
Comments like that.
Yeah, let's put the brick away.
Let's put the brick.
Okay,
The brick is exiting the room.
Yeah. There is no brick, right?
So
there is no bricks.
There is no brick.
So
no bricks.
that was cute. Well, I'm glad. I hope that you got something out of that bricky conversation. But our final
Brickly.
Our final topic is ballroom validation. As we know, Jada
Legend.
is, you know,
I'm
section
gonna let you
trophies.
Kiki sing. I didn't like the real thing.
But she's one to look out for.
How many trophies?
A lot.
She doesn't even know.
How many trophies do you want?
She can't even tell you.
I don't, because like I have like 7 at my dad's house, 5 in like LA.
Boom.
10 in my house, and I've only been here since April. Like it's been a lot of times that I've won. I'm so grateful, and I thank everyone that supports me in the ballroom scene, and everyone, like the judges panel, because
shout out to her house.
Shout out to the house of our mom and the house of the Cartier.
R-E-V-L-O-N.
Not that it is my life, but I do consider it as like kind of like my modeling career, or kind of like anybody that would be like in a public image. Like you got it's work. You have to put dedication into it. You have the creativity. You have to be dedicated. You have to have your money, your things together. You have to be really.
A lot goes into it. A lot of people say that you just don't. People judge the ballroom and say, "Oh, they just throw themselves on the floor." I'm like, but there's girls that put a lot of effort.
It's really no funny shit. You really need like a whole team. Like I have people that help pick me with outfits, that help me with makeup and hair choices all the time because it's so much. It's so many eyes watching the ballroom scene. People are so judgmental of the ballroom scene because here we are putting ourselves out on a limb to show you our talent to be judged, which is fine. But yes, I've received a lot of trophies this year. I'm really, really, really grateful. I am on. Thank you. I am on kind of like a tour for this year, so I am gonna be out for the rest of the. I'm like gonna keep coming out for the rest of the year. But yeah, like the one thing, the ballroom validation.
Yeah, let's talk because let me elaborate a little more. You know, many people turn to the ballroom scene because it's like a sense of it's like unity, right? Like some kind of community, and they want to feel accepted. And sometimes we don't talk about how people's self-esteem gets when they get chopped. I mean, you know, how does it affect one's self-esteem when they're not getting their 10s?
For people that are not necessarily in the ballroom scene, there are a few faces and a few names that stand out.
Yeah.
And like those are the general other trans women that compete. You know what I'm saying? Which is Davina, which is Kamaya, which is Veronica, and
they're all lovely. Everyone brings something different to the table. But
all the girls
is kind.
Boom.
So how does have you been chopped before?
So this is I'll give you a analogy.
Give me a quick rundown about.
So let's say this. Say you your parents were hungry and this was your first time cooking for them, and you really, really, really wanted to just try something new, so you make them a pizza. So you bring the pizza, you put your all into this pizza, and then you bring this pizza here to present to your parents, and they tell you no, we don't want it. That's exactly how it feels like a child.
Yeah, because you're actually like walking up and trying to get
putting yourself out on a limb.
And a lot of people say that it's favoritism. Like, well, that's what I've heard.
Sometimes it's deserved, because sometimes you may have made this pizza with every good ingredient.
Girl, but can we stop with the pizza? You know, I'm a girl's hungry. I'm a good girl.
But still, you know, some you might put anchovies on it, and you know, something. Everyone's taste is not for everyone. We might see something different in a person, and we might like it, but that doesn't mean that the person on the panel will like it.
Yeah.
It's about your look, your attitude, and your momentum. If you come out being dry and not unforceable, but you know, like uninteresting, and you're just following the motions, and you're just doing what you see being done, or you just want to be a part of the spotlight so bad, but you really don't have it. It's like we want you to like put a mirror in front of yourself, and then like, okay, let me reevaluate and let me bring it harder next time. That's the biggest thing to take from a chop is yes, I was chopped today, but they're not going to serve me tomorrow.
So what advice do you have? Like, what would you give to a girl who wants to be in the scene and she actually, what advice would you give to girls who have low self-esteem and they're in the ballroom scene and they're continuously getting chopped?
Stay out of it. Live your life free from judgment, free from from deceit, free from anger and jealousy. Live your life and enjoy your life regularly. If you are constantly being rejected, do not try to be a part. It's like wanting to be a part of the fire ring.
Soundbite.
Yeah, it's like wanting to be a part of the gang, and the gang always getting shot. You don't need to be a part of it.
So thank you, Jada, for that. I mean, you just gave a lot of people hope. I mean,
I would hope so.
That was deep.
Well, my biggest thing is like if you come out and you've been chopped like 2 or 3 times and they never really see you, just enjoy to watch. You know what I'm saying? Like find something outside of the ballroom scene that you can excel in, because nothing is better than self-righteousness. Like
yeah, it's like
great.
You need to know that you're great. Not
be great for you.
I mean, it's cute to if you have it and you have the esteem for it. But if you're just finding yourself, don't
live your life. Don't enjoy your life.
Yeah.
Be safe. Be out of the ballroom scene, because that's something that I'm not gonna say don't compete, don't come out, and don't, you know what I'm saying, don't explore, don't try it, because I did it. I started from somewhere. I started from being chopped and being unaccepted, but I took it and I took it with a grain of salt and said, baby, you're not gonna keep pushing me. So no, please enjoy.
All right, life lessons from Jada Summers. Okay, so I think that was a cute little first episode sneak peek.
Yeah.
Any closing arguments? Any closing comments? I said arguments. That's another show. I feel this is so light. There's
I feel
no
like
tension.
the show was light, but
there's no tension. I'm used to sitting next to 2 girls who fat shame me and ridicule me.
Sorry about that.
I want to be
not used to. I'm saying, other shows.
I'm sorry that they did that to you. You know,
it's crazy. Like little comments.
Shame me.
We shouldn't shame
I
no
want to
one.
be thick. I want to be thick mamas.
But there's some girls that they don't think before they speak, and they're not perfect. But sometimes they like to put the lens on other people.
You're right.
But so it's different to like be in a loving space, and I can't wait to do another episode with you 2 girls and take it, up a notch.
Boom. Okay. You deserve it. Right? Anyone who abuses you, shames you, makes you feel less than, that is them. That is not you. Right?
Because I've never been in the ballroom scene, but I know what it's like to just want validation, and I learned not to. I don't want to ask another trans woman what does she think about me, because the girl's always going to say something. A lot of girls don't want to put you in the same, hold you up next to them.
I'm very supportive. I'm a real Southern motherly. I'm real like.
Where you from?
I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm real like pushing forward, motivate you. I'm gonna tell you to stand in the woods, but I'm gonna stand by you in the woods because there's something in the woods that we want to find out. But if you do not need no other validation but yours and your, you know what I'm saying,
live for yourself.
Live for yourself.
And that's what I learned. I learned to not.
I really do.
Yeah, I learned not to worry about what the next
person
thinks.
Because I have a lot of support.
Aww. I know you were live earlier. So many people love you. That was very nice.
It really warms my heart. Like I came from a dark place. My mother passed like 3 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Found out like I lost everything. I'm gaining everything back because of the support. I'm able to motivate myself to be better. I was in such a dark place. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
cut scars and at times I've tried to.
Sometimes we just bury it, but sometimes we have to talk about it because we hold on to so much baggage and. We need things like this to speak about.
Yeah. And one thing,
because I feel like it's going a whole other route, but I know what you're saying. I know where you're coming from, and sometimes we just keep it moving and just don't talk about it.
Yeah. But and one thing positive about the ballroom scene, I don't mean to shame the ballroom scene in any way, but the ballroom scene has a really good support system. Like if you have a genuine heart and you're just like to yourself, not to yourself, but like you're comfortable with you and. You're familiar with others. You're not like messy or in the mix. You know what I'm saying? People a lot of people will really support you and give you that love that you may not have from your family or you may have from your friends, because you need that. Everybody needs that support. Everybody needs to feel that acceptance from their community members, from their peers, and which is fine. We all want to feel that, but it's just great. It's just great.
Aww.
So shout out to the ballroom scene. This was a great episode. Make sure you like, share, and comment. And let us know what topics you want to hear us girls talk about. This is a pilot, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna step our game up. So any final comments, final comments, finally? For final this time.
No, that was the final last time.
Okay, what's up?
Jesus.
Titties.
Oh, sure, titties. Yeah, breasts. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Support, and
Yes,
encourage,
support.
Encourage your girlfriends, encourage women, encourage trans women when you see them, because that means the world to us.
And
Also,
support
dark-skinned women are fucking gorgeous.
Dark-skinned women.
Okay,
Yes.
okay, all right, okay.
Dark-skinned women is in.
Colorism is real, and let's...
Colorism is real.
Yeah,
I have
okay.
a sense of colorism. That's
Okay.
the worst part.
All right, so that was it. Again, these girls could talk. So in closing, this is a saying that I came up with, and I'm sure you girls will agree. Thanks for watching, and we hope that you live your life open and love the skin that you're in.
Boom.